Namaste, everyone. Today, I'll be talking about the Vedic concept of education and how it is essential to our holistic development. I want to start by introducing the book, The Satyarth Prakash. This book was written by Maharishi Dayanand Saraswati, the founder of Arya Samaj. He wrote this book as a guide to the Sat Sanatan Vedic Dharma, which is essentially the righteous way of living as per the Vedas. The Vedas are the first and most efficient source of all true knowledge, and from this, the Satyarth Prakash acts as a guide to the overall physical, moral, mental, spiritual, and social advancement of mankind. Education, as per the Vedas, is divided into two groups, Parvidya, spiritual, and Aparvidya, mundane. Aparvidya is what we see in schools today. However, both spiritual and mundane education are extremely vital to our holistic development. The Veda mantras are filled with both spiritual and mundane education, which further solidifies the importance of chanting these Vedas to realize our physical, moral, spiritual, and social goals in life. The ultimate goal of education is liberation or moksha. The steps to achieve this are dharma, artha, and kama. Dharma meaning righteousness, artha meaning financial soundness, and kama meaning worldly bliss. This education is received during the Brahmacharya ashram, which is the first of the 4 ashrams or stages of life. The Brahmacharya ashram begins with the Vedarambh Sanskar, which marks the beginning of formal education. It is led by a guru who initiates the student into formal Vedic education after the student receives the Upanayan or the sacred thread. One of the main parts of this sanskar is the chanting of the Gayatri Mantra, as the student is able to seek the blessings of God to always be enlightened and seek the right path of life. The end is marked by Samavartan or graduation from Gurukul. Here, the guru emphasizes the student's need for Vidyasnataka to always be ethical in life. Vidyasnataka literally means being bathed in knowledge or showered with learning. So this symbolizes the student's crossing of the ocean of learning. Student life is the building block to an ethical life and is the foundation for all of the following ashrams. Through education, the mother, father, and educators emphasize the importance of dharma for the student. During the period of brahmacharya, the student is given a vast amount of knowledge, which is deemed necessary through the 5 kasatya. The 5 kasatya are essentially standards at which the education received is held at and ensures that it is a source of true knowledge. The education received must conform to the teaching of the Vedas, nature, and attributes of God, must correspond with the laws of nature, must be in accordance with the teachings and practice of pious, truthful, and learned people, must be based on the purity and conviction of one's own consciousness, and should be testable on the basis of Brahmans or the 8 kinds of evidence. Not only do the Vedas tell us what to learn, they also tell us how to learn it, which is through the 4 steps of learning. The first step is Shravan, which is sense-driven learning. This stimulates our 5 senses, which allows for the most effective learning. The second step is Manan, which is reflection on the subject matter for a clearer understanding. Next is Nidhyasan, which is rationalizing and validating the knowledge. And lastly, Shakshatkar, which is the student's realization of the actual understanding and how it applies to our day-to-day life. Rishis use this because it most effectively teaches the knowledge provided in the Vedas, and it allows us to understand how to use it in our daily life. To make sure that the students have grasped this knowledge, there are also 4 rules of correct understanding. These 4 rules are Akanksha, Yogyata, Asatti, and Tatparya. Akanksha is the student's ability to connect to the speaker's intention. Yogyata is their ability to explain and connect concepts logically. Asatti is their ability to correctly link words and phrases as per the speaker's intonation and pauses. And lastly, Tatparya is the student's ability to understand the meaning of words used by the speaker within its context. The student should be able to eloquate the concept learned as per these 4 rules. I would like to come to a close by chanting the Gayatri Mantra. Om Bhur Bhuvaswaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargode Vasid Dhimahi Dhiyoyo Naha Prachodayat. I want to focus on the phrase Dhiyoyo Naha Prachodayat, meaning Ishwar Hamari Buddhi ko Shresht Marg Par Chala. In English, this means, O God, lead us unto the noble path of life. With this phrase, we are asking for the granting of illumination of our intellect. Education, especially that of our early life in the Brahmacharya period, is vital and is the foundation for our future. Through education as per the Vedas, we gain not only academic knowledge, but also physical, spiritual, and moral advancements, allowing for our holistic development. Thank you so much, and namaste.